everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Alright, she says, when people thought when I had my baby at 12 I was supposed to miss out on my childhood and hate parenting, but I love being a mom and we enjoyed my childhood together. That is crazy.
Let's get into this motherfucking story time, because y'all pissing me the fuck off. And y'all in these comments got me a little beat this fuck right now. But it's my fault because I chose to share my motherfucking story with y'all hoes. So let's get to it. So, Chad, beginning of the story. Let's get to it. And don't say shit to me because, bitch, I'm trying to help y'all out and share the story and fix y'all puzzles, bitch. But anyway, so I'm 10 at the time. I'm really 10, okay? Just to let y'all know, I was 10 when we first met. We talked a year on Facebook. And bitch, don't say nothing about me being 10 because I'm telling y'all the story. Just listen. So I'm 10 on Facebook. We texting on Facebook. Boom. We texting on Facebook for about a good year. So we texting on Facebook about a good year. We ended up meeting when I was motherfucking 11. So we get to meeting and shit. First time we ever talked, like, in person, because we was talking for a year online on Facebook. First time we ever talked, like, in person, I was 11. We had sex. Mind you, we only had sex twice in the whole time of us knowing each other and even talking to each other. So we ended up having sex. First time, lost my virginity, whatever. Boom. Everything going good. Like I said, don't say shit and just listen. So everything is going good or whatever. I'm not thinking nothing of it because at the end of the day, this is my first time. I'm thinking I'm in love. And then plus, he told me he was 15. Yeah, it's 3 years older than me. I'm 12, he 15. But I'm thinking that, you know, he just turned 15. He a kid. Because this is what the fuck he's telling me. So he told me he a kid, whatever. We do our due diligence. I'm still thinking kid, not really putting it together. This nigga got a car and the house. You know what I'm saying? He got his own car and his own house at 15 at this time. You know what I'm saying? And the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me shit. So, boom. The second time come, we talking. It's like, at this point, he's not more open with me. We more like talking. All this shit going on, you know what I'm saying? We more like kicking it, but it's still a fucking secret from my parents. Like, on some real shit, still a fucking secret from my parents. They don't know shit. First of all, they think I'm a virgin. I'm a straight A student at the time. They think I'm a virgin, and they think I'm getting my life back together because I used to be bad, you know, fighting and shit. But this was not the case. Boom. So, I'm doing real good in school, y'all. I'm doing real good in school. Mind you, we had sex twice. After the second time we had sex, we ended up getting into it. So we stopped talking for a couple months. Like, we stopped talking. So while we stopped talking, mind you, the last time we had sex was about September. Say around, I say December, January, nigga. Shit's getting real steep. Shit is getting real steep. I'm doing real good in school. But it's like my weight was gaining. Bitch, when I say my motherfucking weight was getting so big, and I'm like, what the fuck? But at the time, I'm not knowing that I'm pregnant. Like, my weight is not to the point where my stomach is big. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that big to the point where my stomach is big, but I'm just thick. You know what I'm saying? As me being a fucking 12-year-old. Well, 11-year-old at the time. So, like around December, January, I go to the doctor. Mind you, people like, how you didn't know you were pregnant? Baby, I had a period the entire time I was pregnant. I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was 6 months. Literally. So, December, January, me and my mama go to the motherfucking doctor. Right? We go to the doctor. They like, you gaining weight, but it's not nothing because I'm getting my period. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my period. So let's go to the doctor to see what's going on. At the time, I was having cramps in my stomach real big. So I'm in my head, I'm thinking I got cancer. Don't know why, don't know how. I was a fucking kid. So I'm thinking I got motherfucking cancer. We take these tests. I'm taking all these tests. I end up going to the motherfucking bathroom. I go to the motherfucking bathroom just to find out when I come back, a bitch is pregnant. Not only pregnant, but 6 months pregnant. Do you hear me? 6 months. Baby fully developed and got a penis. Okay, so obviously it was too late to do anything, abortion, anything. So, of course, I was keeping my baby. Now, my parents, very disappointed in me at the time, but my mom and dad has always been supportive. You know what I'm saying? They always love their children. Like, they're not just going to throw you out in the middle of the street because you made an honest mistake. But my parents always told me, you taking your ass to school. You're graduating. You're going to college. Like, it's not stopping for you. Life don't stop because you have a baby. That's what my parents told me. I don't know what the fuck y'all parents be telling y'all. So, they find out I'm pregnant. My dad at the time, he was a police detective. So, you know shit is getting real steep. He don't play. My dad at the time, he a police detective. He asked me, what's the nigga name? How old is he? I tell him like he's 15. I tell his name, boo boo. He searches him up. He finds the nigga. He finds him and tell me, oh, he's not no damn 15. He live at such and such address. He is 21 years old. He is da-da-da-da-da. Got the reading down the shits. So at this time, I am bamboozled. Because, you know, I'm 12. Yeah, I'm 12. So you telling, well, I'm 11 at the time. So you telling me this nigga is 21? Boom. My daddy didn't play no games. Immediately text the nigga like, hey, my daughter's pregnant, woo, 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 stuff like that. Like, trying to actually see where his head was at. You know what I'm saying? Did he know? Did he not know? Like, what's going on? He instantly blocks me. So he instantly fucking blocked me. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? I'm 6 months pregnant and then you block me. Girl, why the fuck? Chat. My daddy put a motherfucking police report on his ass and got his ass locked the fuck up within less than a week. Chat. Less than a week, chat. Less than 1 week, chat. He was not motherfucking playing. He said, oh, okay. Got his ass locked up. Now, at this point, life is hitting hard for me. You get what I'm saying? Life is really, really hitting hard because my birthday is the following month in February. So, I'm about to turn 12. So, this is before I was 11. I turned 12. I had my baby at 12. But I turned 12 during pregnancy. So, boom. Court case started. We start going to trial or whatever the case may fucking be. But as we start going to motherfucking trial, shit started getting even deeper. Chats, bear with me. Give me your motherfucking seats, bitch, because this is about to go down. Chat, why the fuck this nigga was a habitual? Y'all know what that means. Yes, a motherfucking habitual. So he been here for the same crime before. Mind you, they charge him with statutory rape because I was a minor. So that means you been in here for the same motherfucking crime before. Meaning you was out here scouting. Chat. But listen, don't do him though. Don't do him. I'm in the world of forgiveness and I forgive mine. You know what I'm saying? So don't do him like that. But chat, we going to trial. And when I tell you this was one of the most like fucked up things I ever have to do in my life. Like, I literally had to go on stand and tell everything, like what we did, how we did it, where we did it, like everything. Like, that shit was very crazy to me. And basically, I told everything from the start to the beginning, like to the judge, and everybody was in the courtroom. Like, when I tell y'all around this time, everybody was crying. Like, it was so much shit going on. They couldn't believe it. Like, she's 12, whatever the case may be, whatever. So the judge was pissed. The judge was so pissed, they ended up making a ruling another day. Boom. Made the ruling another day. I stopped going to certain court dates because they didn't involve me in it, right? So, before the last court date, which was when everything ended up going downhill, before the last court date, they ended up saying like an estimate time. The estimate was 75 years. So, Chad. Yes, 75 fucking years. So, of course, I knew that probably, like, upsetting him, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that this was his son. So, I know he did want to see his son. So, yeah, and we got a DNA test just in case anybody wondering. But, so, I was supposed to take my baby up to the court date after, like, for the sentencing or whatever. But as I was about to take my baby up there, I got a call saying he committed suicide. So basically everything was dismissed after that. But I kind of went through depression as well. Like, because even though the whole situation happened, I didn't want it to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so a lot of y'all said I need to start doing the story time in different parts so y'all can understand because you're not understanding the full story. So I'm going to do it in different parts so y'all can understand the full story.
Before she get to the different parts of the story, I just want to say, because we're just going to listen to this and then end it at that. This is why I be going so hard on my daughter. My daughter, man, she just don't understand. She be like, but it's just, girl, you is not taking care of no kid at 12 years old. You is not no mom. You're still a child. Ain't no way that your mom and dad is allowing you to raise your kid. Talking about, I don't know what type of mom y'all had, but mine said I still gotta go to school. Yeah, cause you're 12. Like, you're at this point you're still in elementary school. Like, gotta be like 5th grade. Ain't they still in elementary school at like 12? Like, man, cut it out. And any guy that's this age messing with a kid, mind you, she looks like a dwarf. She don't even look like a normal sized human being. She looks like a dwarf. Like, she's not a midget, but she just looks like short. And her arms are short and her hands are small. It just looks short. But to say that she is that little and you just messing with her and you just like all willy nilly and you haven't, what is you doing, dog? Like, what is your mind state? But of course he's a pedophile. Like, bro, he was training this. He was after this kid, and it's really not her fault. He did it. The only thing she just don't know what these kids don't know what they be doing. So I'm not going to like blame. I'm not blaming her for that dude's actions. Like, these kids don't understand that it's actual predators out there until you show kids that this is what predators do and this is how they'll leave you. And then he gets 75 years, whether he unalived himself or not, he's still gone. He would have never been a father anyway. There was no way he could have been a father. With your father, if I knew somebody got my kid pregnant, you're not even about to be my kid's father. You might as well hang that up. I don't give a damn what age you is. I don't care if you was her age, cause how you gonna be a kid and you trying to raise a kid? You'll never know my daughter. I'm gonna have to raise that kid as mine, because she ain't. That kid gonna grow up and be like, when I got older, I found out my sister was really my mama because my grandparents, who I thought were my actual parents, raised me because my mom had me at 10 years old. Like, what? My daughter's 20 and I'm still having kids. So we would have easily got away with that. Raising a kid. Like, hey, you ain't finna raise this kid. Absolutely not. But people are different. Let's get into it.
And I did leave out a few details, so I will be adding those. Okay. From the beginning, I was 10 years old at the time, and basically I was on Facebook. Why was I on Facebook? Y'all keep asking. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Instagram and Facebook was literally the hypest social medias at this time. So I'm on Facebook. He ended up texting me on Facebook. I really don't remember the conversation because it was 9 years ago. But we ended up texting on Facebook. We texted for a year. Why I didn't tell my parents? Because I wasn't supposed to be talking to boys at this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight A student. I got my head held high. You know what I'm saying? My dad don't play that. You think I'm about to go to my dad telling him I like a boy? I was young, but I had hormones. So I was having hormones or whatever, and I had my period when I was 8 years old. So a lot of stuff came to me when I was real young, real early. Talking on Facebook, I didn't want to tell my parents, of course, like I said, because I'm young at the time and boys really not allowed. But I like a boy. So me and him talking, getting to know each other, just whatever. Told me he was 15. At the time, I did tell him I was 15 as well. Now, before we even got to having sex, he told me, I know you're not fucking 15. Like, literally told me. Now, mind y'all keep saying I look like a kid now. I barely got titties now. I didn't have no titties at all when I was around this age anyway. So, he's like, I know you're not 15 or whatever. But he continued to talk to me. So, we continue to talk, I'm still thinking that he's 15, not knowing that he's 21 at all. Now, didn't know he was 21. Again, a whole year goes by of us talking online. I'm in school, I'm doing well, good grades, whatever. My parents is not going to expect me to be even talk to a guy anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, when it gets to the time that we meet each other, like I said, we were at a skating rink. I was at my sister's friend's house at this time. I seen him first at a skating rink, so I'm like, okay, we're not catfishes. We know each other. You know what I'm saying? We know each other. He see me, I see him, but we didn't talk at the skating rink. My sisters end up getting into a fight, so we didn't have time to even communicate. But when we get home when I get to my sister's friend's house, we get to texting on Facebook. He's like, did I see you? I'm like, yeah, I saw you too. You're like, woo, woo. He's at this time looking like a 15-year-old. So we're texting, we're planning, like, okay, well, since we already saw each other, let's see each other in person. So we're planning to meet each other or whatever. And mind you, he stays on the east side, I stay west. So it's got to be a time when we both on the goddamn east side, you know what I'm saying? So one day, like my sisters, they ended up moving to the east side. So one day I'm at their house, I let him know, like, my sisters moved to the east side. If you want to come see me, woo woo. So he like, I'm going to come get you later at night. So he ended up coming to get me. I ended up sneaking outside my sister's house. They didn't know, so stop saying it. And I wasn't at home. I wasn't with my mom and them. I was at my sister's. And I'm sneaking out my sister's house or whatever. I didn't just hang out. Like, y'all think I just left out just hanging out. No. I went to what was his so-called brother's house, because he told me that this was his brother's house. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. Like, I thought that was his car. And I'm like, okay, I know you got your own car. But I'm like, this is his brother's house, because that's what he told me. So we go to his brother's house. And we chill for a bit. And then we proceed to, After we proceed to, basically, we ended up chilling for a second. He was just talking to me and things like that. After that, we ended up leaving, going to the gas station, getting some snacks and food, whatever. Boom, I ended up going home. I go home. We were still texting on Facebook. Like, he didn't stop texting me right away on Facebook, but I go home and start texting on Facebook. And then go back to my mom's house. I never really went back to my sister's house because they ended up moving shortly after that. So we really didn't get to see each other that much. You know what I'm saying? So they moved after that, but they were still in the east side. So when they moved, the last time I even come up there was like 2 months after that. I came back over to my sister's house 2 months after that. I ended up telling him, again, we ended up going out. When we ended up going out, though, I kept telling him, like, my body feels funny. Like, it feels different. And he's like, it's okay, it's okay. So he kissed me on the head and shit. So I'm not really thinking of nothing because he's like, it's okay, it's not nothing, it's not nothing. So he kissed me on the head. I'm 11 at this time, so it really is not dawning on me that a baby, you know what I'm saying? My mom makes sure she gets her kids checked up all the time. My mom got 5 girls. I'm the youngest of 5. So we got checked up all the time, made sure. Nothing ever came up about no diseases, nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, it can't be not thinking of a pregnancy because I'm young. After that, we get into an argument. I forgot about the argument, but he ends up stopped talking to me for a while. So we stopped talking or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to talk to no more guys. I lost my virginity. I'm not going to talk to no more guys. I started getting back into my, I was already in schoolwork, really getting focused, really doing what I had to do. And I ended up starting gaining weight, but not in my stomach, just around my body.
Bruh, how focused do you have to be in 6th or 7th grade? Like, she's 10, 11 years old. I don't know what her family dynamic was, but she moving a little fast.
And that was it was a red flag, but it wasn't at the same time. So I'm gaining weight at this time. I ended up getting, like, I had to leave school. It was like January, so I don't know. But it was cold. So I had to leave school or whatever because I had cramps really bad. So mind you, this whole time I got a period. Y'all saying, oh, you can't have no period. I had a period the entire time. So I didn't know. So they take me to my mom and my sister, and we go to the doctor. My school, like, you know, she's in pain, I take her to the hospital, whatever. So they take me to the doctor. When they first did the initial test, they told me I had a UTI. I need to start drinking more water. Okay. I'm young at the time. Kool-Aid was my thing. So I ended up leaving, going to the bathroom, and when I came back, I was young, so I thought I had cancer. I don't know where the fuck I get this shit from, but I did. When I came back, everybody was just like sour, just face fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So their face is just totally freaking sour, and they like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? So I'm like, what's going on? The lady basically asked me, when the last time you had sex, and I told her, like, I was a virgin. She like, that's impossible. So we get to going over things. She's like, you got to be 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. The last time I had sex, I'm like, it can't be 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. You know, I got to be like, from when I started feeling funny, I say September. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, no, your stomach not even big enough. You can't hold a baby that big, whatever. Which, what I was having was called a cryptic pregnancy. We ended up doing an ultrasound. They found out that I was actually 23 weeks and not 2 to 3 weeks. So it really wasn't nothing we could do. The baby was already fully developed. Fully developed. So basically, we just had to start planning like what we was gonna do, and then my dad started asking questions. My mom like, what's going on? So we're planning like what the fuck we gonna do, all of that stuff. I can't have an abortion, stuff like that. But I don't personally believe in abortions. I'm a Christian, so even at this time, I'm like, God is gonna send me to hell. So we're planning. My dad's asking me questions, who's the guy, whatever. So I tell him what I know from my knowledge. My dad is a detective, so he ended up doing his research, you know, putting the word out. Boom, literally within a couple hours, he found out everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's when shit start going for the fucking world. So he ended up finding out that he's not 15, he's 21, and that they live together. They're not, you know what I'm saying? And that he does have his own car, and that he works, and he's this, and he's that. So it was just like, everything that I knew was a lie, but I'm young, and at this time, I thought I was in love, so I'm still just like not putting it together. So as we start to push it together, they had us both come down to the precinct. So it was a lot I missed out. So these are the things I missed out. So they had us both come down to the precinct, and they asked him questions, they asked me questions, but we were in separate rooms in separate times. So I had to tell them everything, like the detectives, everything we did. I had to get like a STD testing at this time. I had to do all types of testing because they just had to make sure that he didn't give me nothing or anything like that. I had to basically just do a lot, and then they helped me with like some parent programs and just helped me with stuff like that. And then also at that time, they had petitioned for a DNA test for when my baby is born. People keep saying, why would they get a DNA test? What court system not gonna get a DNA test when it's a trial like this? Okay, so anyway, it was mandatory. So they petitioned for the DNA test. As they petitioned for the DNA test, which is gonna be due when I have the baby, I think they also petitioned for his warrant arrest because, again, he was a habitual offender on parole for the same thing. So we ended up leaving. He got to leave, though, that day. So we all both got to leave, and then after that, they ended up going and arresting him. Once they arrested him, they tried it immediately began. They started putting a case together. Then it began. We started going to court. I had to go on the stand. I had to testify everything, like anything that we done, private, public, had to be testified. And anything that he deleted, anything that I deleted, any videos I deleted, any messages I deleted, anything he deleted, like, they literally recovered everything. So that's when I knew, like, nothing you delete is fully deleted, because they literally brung all of that shit back up into court.
Oh, shit. She pregnant at 12 years old. Right here. Bro, if that don't look like no damn child, and you talking about he thought she was 15. Nah, he was on Facebook targeting kids. It wasn't no. It was. I mean, obviously he was an habitual offender. Like, come on, man. This dude was on Facebook targeting kids. Wasn't nothing about her looked like no damn 15-year-old. Like, and she pregnant. Oh my God. This is sick.
They didn't tell me at first. So when they did start telling me, like, basically what the hell was going on, it was like 2 days after. This was before the court date. I was preparing to let him see his son because I'm like, you know, you're about to go away. I still feel bad. Like, this is my fault too. And, you know, time being, because at the end of the day, I'm 12 at this time. I'm still young. You know, I didn't know you were 21, but I felt so like it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm preparing for that, my parents basically come talk to me. I'm like, you know, he passed away. You know, he committed suicide. So I ended up breaking down. And, well, I didn't break down right then and there because I didn't want my parents to feel like I was sad about it because I know they were mad. But I was sad because I still had love for him in a way. You know what I'm saying? So I broke down. I went through a lot of things mentally and was depressed a bit. I had to literally be hospitalized at one point in time. So after I got hospitalized and stuff, I was able to basically just get myself back together. But it was still kind of heartbreaking because they ended up telling me that they gave, like, he left the note. And I wanted to know what the note said. Like, was it towards my baby? Like, what's going on? So I didn't know what it was. And his family ended up creating a distance between them and my son at this time. Mind you, when before he even committed suicide and while he was incarcerated, they were commenting like, you know, your son is beautiful. He looked just like my brother, whatever. So I'm thinking like, okay, they will probably want to be a part of his life. But when he committed suicide, it was like a bigger toll and effect, which I completely understand because my son may remind you of him, and you may blame me, which I don't mind them blaming me, but it's just like, you know, don't take it out on the child. So yeah,
This was crazy. He had issues, but she had another beat. So what got me onto this story was she had a video that said, y'all mad at me because I'm the cute baby mama. And it was another girl in the chat that said she's the baby mama and she was the baby mama, the other baby mama or whatever. Like, they was pregnant by the same guy at the same time. So she was like showing up to, she had videos of her showing up to the hospital while the other baby was being born and she was having a son at the same time. And so I just went down the rabbit hole of trying to see what's going on, and I came across this story and I was like, what the so, you know, obviously I've been thoroughly disgusted, and me being a father of daughters, bro, I'm just tripping. And then, you know, man, yeah, me and my daughter we have our own set of issues, and I be telling her, she be like, Dad, you don't let me have a life. I be like, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because if this 10-year-old think that she can have a life and be doing all this shit, and then what happens? And then what happens? You know what I'm saying? So then, like, now I'm finna go in there and show her this. Like, this is what I be talking about. This is exactly what I be talking about. But you think I'm just making this shit up? Like, there ain't no predators out here? There ain't people out here trying to, you know, these people on the internet, you know what I'm saying? That's preying on little girls that see you and know you a little kid and still don't give a damn. Shit, you lying to me? Yeah, I'm checking phones, tablets, all that shit. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't playing them games. Dog and her dad is a police, and he was, you know what? He should have been doing some more policing. But he already had 6 older children, so they like, by child number 6, they like, all right, we did a good job, right? And you just letting shit flow through. And the oldest kid like, oh, you letting everything go through. And the oldest kid, she got the youngest baby, and the oldest kid, she just doing her damn thing. And she got the little sister over there, knowing the little sister getting picked up by a grown man. Not knowing. The little sister getting picked up by a grown man over her house, sneaking out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, we ain't, what are we talking about? Shit. No, but my oldest daughter, I'll be telling my oldest daughter, hey, I gotta go out of town this weekend. I need you to watch your little sister. Man, my oldest daughter, she a snitch. I love her because she'll tell anything. she like, you ain't finna cut off my water because you wanna act a fool. Nah, if daddy said no, no. That is what it is. We do what he say. You know. Only thing they agree on is spending my money. Other than that, everything else don't fly with her. They be like, well, I spend it later, then we'll apologize later. Looking at, but as far as going out, nah, And I got everybody. I ain't gonna show y'all, but I can show y'all exactly. Hell no, I be checking this frequently. But boom, though. I can see them at all times. You know what I'm saying? I do not be playing all of them. You know what I mean? At all times. Yeah, you ain't finna. Nah, where you supposed to be at? You ain't supposed to be over there. It's what time is it? Nah, 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 nah. You said you was gonna be. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Everyday people.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.